Hey y'all, today we're here with our first Wisdom Wednesdays. I am Cam. I got a couple other people in here. I got my co-host Dante. We got Finn on here. We got Mar. We got Jiggy J, Journal J, whatever y'all know her as. But today we'll be having our first Wisdom Wednesday, and we'll be talking about how to make the best out of your environment. And today we decided to talk about it because a lot of times, we're not going to like the job that we get, but we always have to make the best out of a situation. And you might also like a job and, you might need to figure out better things to get out of your job that you might not necessarily see at first. So I'll allow everybody to introduce themselves. We're going to start off with Dante, and then we're going, go on as accordingly.
Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. How y'all feeling on this lovely morning? My name is Dante. I am 15. I am a Healing Youth Alliance ambassador, and I also am representing Heart Smiles as well. I am a Youth Advisory Board member, and yeah, I'm going to pass it off to Miss Jada Johnson.
Okay. I didn't know that was the order, but did y'all want to respect the order or?
Go ahead. We just doing intros. Go ahead, Jada.
Okay. Hey y'all, my name is Jada Johnson, or as they call me, Journal J, or if you know me on Instagram, Jiggy J. And like he said, I'm representing Heart Smiles. I am a Youth Advisory Board team member. I'm also on the Successful Youth team, and I'm kind of like a journalist on the low, but not really. I'm more like a facilitator for real, and like an English major, if that's what you want to call it. I'm gonna hand it over to Dorian.
What's up, y'all? It's Fan here. I go by Fan, Dorian Jackson, whatever you want to call me. I'm a part of Heart Smiles. I'm a heartbeat. I work on the food insecurity group. I make jewels every day, and I just help out where I can help out. Yeah.
All right, we're going to go to Mo, and then I'll come and circle back to me if we can get our discussion started.
What's up, y'all? Good morning. My name is Mar. I'm 15 years old. I will soon be 16 next month. Cancer gang, y'all. And I'm the vice president of the Youth Advisory Board. I'm a part of Heart Smiles. I'm part of the Success for You team. And I go to Crystal Ray High School. I'm also a junior. Next year I'll be a senior, so I'm gonna be out of here. But yeah.
Okay, Marv is like, turn me up. He got the energy today, y'all. Y'all need to feed off that. All right, y'all. So I'm one of y'all co-hosts for Wisdom Wednesdays. I'm 17 years old. My name is Cam. I go by Cam because people butcher my name to death. I'm telling you, Kamari, Cameron, a whole bunch of other things that don't equate to what Camry is. So I just keep it cute with Cam. I'm involved in a variety of different things. The creator of Chaos Smoothies. That's really like my main baby. And then my other baby is Quarantine Delights. So if y'all ever need smoothies, food, anything like that, get at me, get at Elder. And we can hook you up. So that's just a little bit about me. As we have these conversations for the next 6 weeks with a variety of different organizations, starting today with Heart Smiles, you'll learn a little bit more about me and a little bit more about the speakers that we'll have on every session. So we're going to start with our discussion. And if anybody is here in the chat, make sure that you're dropping comments in the chat so we can, learn more about y'all and address any questions that y'all have going forward. So this is gonna be the order, y'all. It's gonna be Dante or Tizzy Tay. We're gonna go with More the General after that. Circle back to me. Then we're gonna hit him with Finn. Then we're gonna go to Journal J. Jiggy J. Jada, what you want to be called today? Because I don't want to keep giving you multiple names at the same time.
You could just call me Jada. Yo, Cam, you mentioned Quarantine Delights. I forgot I'm like a godmother of the business. Like,
definitely, yo. She trying everything. But all right, we're gonna do that. We're gonna go with Jada Liz. All right, so the first question, y'all. How do you feel when you're in a new space? And honestly, I want y'all to sit back and visualize and think about a time that you were in a new space. We're gonna start with Dante.
How do I feel when I'm in a new space? Like, for instance, I'm gonna say, like, because I'm about to move or whatever. Like, for me, like the neighborhood, the environment, since like we was moving like the stuff in the new house or whatever, it was like hey y'all, like I don't want to make it seem like too cliche, but y'all know in the movies where it'd be like the new people that's moving in the community that come knock on your door with some cookies or like some candy or something. That's how it was or whatever. And it's like, it's we not in Baltimore County, we in East Baltimore. So it was like, nobody comes and knock on your door for some daggone candy. And my mother was like, I wouldn't trust it. Like, I wouldn't trust it. They probably listened or something. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to eat it. But she was like, because you know, your mother checks something before like you're opening something like that. But another way how like I feel in the new like community or like environment or space, like I just want to make sure like the whole and like throughout within and where else, like I want to make sure it's comfortable for me to express my feelings or express how I'm feeling deep inside. Like, cause my self-care, that's another thing. I got up right early, 5 o'clock this morning and started on my self-care. And it was like, that's like a new space for me. And that's where I need to start. So yeah.
So basically, you would say you kind of feel like on edge or anxious sometimes when getting into something new because you don't necessarily know people's intentions or anything like that. That's definitely understandable. All right, Mo, what you got?
All right, y'all. So I'm gonna say like the old Markway and the new Markway. But yeah, the old Markway, when he walk in the room, his hands sweaty, he's nervous. He worrying about like what other people think or say about him. But now, like I feel like I can walk in the room with confidence and like And one thing about me, I study the room before, like I actually like go and talk to people because like I can tell by people's energy if like if I'm worth like being here because I feel like everybody have a purpose in this world, and I feel like me honestly, if I'm walking in the room and I feel like I'm not getting like the energy I want, I ain't gonna walk out, but I'm gonna create the energy in that room. Sometimes I kind of get nervous when I walk in the room, especially because I had anxiety like my freshman year and stuff like that. But I feel like I'm more confident now. Self confidence is so important and self love as well. Also, I feel like I can be able to help other people, feel comfortable in the space if they're new as well. So if you're a new person walking into like a room, I'll make sure you feel welcoming. Cause I know I ain't gonna lie, y'all, when I first joined Hearts and Miles, I ain't felt welcome at all. Like I feel like everybody was so close and everybody was like family, and I felt like I was like so apart. So now that like I went through that, I want to create the space for people that's new to feel welcome and feel comfortable in the space I'm in.
That's definitely understandable. I think that you right there, you showing that you got that empathetic point of view. Like you know how it feels to be somebody new. So anytime you see somebody new, you making sure that you welcome, man. I love that. I'm kind of the same. But when I join new spaces, sometimes I feel a little bit uncomfortable. Like, but at the same time, I know the value in my voice. So say this is an unfamiliar space or a new space for us, right? And we don't necessarily know the turnout or anything like that. But at the end of the day, we got to show our best self. So I kind of feel like that every time I go and do something new. I might be nervous, and you get nervous, your hands sweating and everything like that. But at the end of the day, you just come, you show up, and you never know the opportunities that it can afford you or the people that you can impact. So I kind of see it like that every time that I do something. Um, y'all make sure y'all drop your answers to the question in the chat. And the question is, how do you feel when you're getting to a new space? We're gonna go to Finn, and then we're gonna go to Jada right after him.
So I'm not gonna lie, when I get in a new space, I'm an observant. So like I be playing my role at first. Like before I get to talking to everybody or put my voice out there, I like to watch and see how everybody act in different situations. Just cause I wanna see how you go act if I do this or if somebody do this, I wanna know how to play the situation. So I'm real observant, but once I get comfortable, I talk, I say my piece and I put my word out there.
I like
Okay.
that. Go ahead, Jada.
So I heard a lot of people like talk about like being in new spaces, like referring to like home and like new places that require a lot of people. So I'm gonna kind of go off both. Um, Depending on like from coming from like a toxic household and moving to somewhere that's like more like about my growth, I would say that I was nervous. I guess everybody had like a fear of change or whatever, and they like not sure because every place when you change from one place to the next is a part of like growth. So because that's what growth is, going from one place to the next. So nervousness of course, but like in like a home setting or when I'm like growing in my personal life, it's kind of like I try to find what I can put in myself that would be most comforting from what my new situation is and try to internalize that. So when stuff arise or new things happen, it's kind of like, okay, I kind of not foreseen it, but I kind of zeroed in on something that would be able to get me through whatever is going to happen. When it comes to like new spaces like Heart Smiles and stuff like that, I wouldn't say that I'm nervous. I'm really an outspoken person, and I kind of like to like make new friends and stuff like that. Anyway, I just got this real big problem where it's like I feel like when I meet too many people or like there's a group of people, I'm always the one who like all the jokes is about. So I kind of be like trying to distance myself at first before I even get close to anybody, and then I kind of just be real quiet, and y'all know I'm not quiet. I guess that's how I be nervous, but I be real quiet, and I just be like Finn said, scoping out the room and try to figure out what's going on, and then like after I kind of like warm up, I talk, and like Cam said, I use my voice so people hear me. But like Mars said, I create a vibe. Like from speaking, a lot of people will be like, "Yo, did you hear what she just said? Like that's powerful." So I kind of like try to create a vibe, like Mars said, without, making it obvious. So yeah, that's kind of how it goes. But since I'm always used to being like the butt of the jokes, I kind of just like try to stay away until like it's required for me to say something. So then when I do, it's like, yo, you should be up front. And I'm like, chill. I like it in the background doing the work or whatever. But definitely, like Dante said, like practicing your self-care before you go anywhere. Like all the time. Like Cam just said, coming up with the ponytail. Yesterday I had on a bonnet and a shower cap, deep conditioning. Definitely practice my self-care.
Definitely, I love it. I see one comment in the chat from Chelsea, and welcome to everybody that's joining. I see Jacqueline, Chelsea, Lamar, Keonta. I believe you were on our on the Money Matters session. What you was ready to say, Jada?
I don't think it's Keonta. I think it's Keontae.
I was trying to figure out what it was on Monday. I did a presentation on financial education on Monday that they were on. But that's the Chosen Generation organization. So welcome to the whole organization, because I know y'all ready to go crazy in the comments. Chelsea said, I agree with Mar and Cam. I can be nervous, but I know that I'm going to be the best version of myself once I start feeling comfortable around new people. And Chelsea just had her breakthrough last week, I think. Wasn't it when her and Dorian got on Winning Wednesday last week? They were new to it, first live stream. But they broke through, and we had a good session last week. So shout out to y'all. And y'all, for the Chosen Generation, we were talking about how do we feel when we get in a new space. But we're going to move on to the next question. If y'all have any questions, please drop them in the chat. We're going to address them as much as we can. This is a comfortable space where we can all share our opinions. Wisdom Wednesdays, y'all. So the next question is, how do you negate those feelings if they are negative or uncomfortable? Or put yourself in a space where you may be one of those people where being in a new space may be uncomfortable. You may feel anxious, very nervous, or you might shut down. Put yourself in that space and give that person some advice on, how they can negate those feelings or make those feelings be better, or how they can get more comfortable. We're gonna do the same order that we just did. So Dante.
I would say the same thing that Finn said, like checking out people, like see how they move when it comes to like you trying to be comfortable and uncomfortable. Because on like Focus Friday, like we always talk about something, like we always talk about how to be comfortable with the uncomfortable. Like we talking about that, or it's like you're not like, because I know for me, like this first week of last year was my first week of YouthWorkers, and it was like I had came out, broke my shell on the second day of YouthWorkers, which I was comfortable, but it was like I was uncomfortable coming on there, breaking my shell and things like that. But it's like once I broke my shell, it's nothing to be uncomfortable with. Like I got placed for Heart Smiles, and ever since I got placed for Heart Smiles, I stayed. Miss Johnny always say like, oh, after YouthWorks, who gonna stay? If you gonna stay, drop this emoji or drop that or drop this. And I constantly kept dropping it. And Miss Johnny was like, and Miss Johnny was, oh, you bluffing, you not gonna stay, you're not gonna stay, you bluffing. And it was like, look at me now. But a way like I can see, like for people that like if you feel like you're uncomfortable, look at like how people like move, look how they walk, look how they talk, like look at the key details, because like, cause I learned from my mistakes before. Jada, like, me and Jada was on the phone last night, and woo Jesus, it went everywhere. But I learned from my mistakes, not trying to look at people like how they move and the negative conversations and comments. So, yeah.
Okay, so it's my
More.
all right. So we all been a part of like a negative space. Um, for me, I'm in a negative space right now, which is like my home. Um, just because like my parents like they care for me, but not like emotionally, like they're not there for me like that. But basically, I would say like don't they say like the energy, like I have to tell like off the energy if I'm in a comfortable space. Everybody have like their own intuitions and stuff like that. And me personally, I feel like I can tell by the vibe of the room if I should like stay or go. And that sometimes a lot of people they create a negative space because of the things that's going on at home. Like people say all the time, like a bully is once have been bullied and they bully other people. And same thing like with home, like if you like if you don't feel comfortable at home, you go to school, act like a fool, and come back home dealing with the same issues because people go through things like and I have anxiety like before, and honestly, like a lot of people couldn't tell that. And you know, when I was like in Heart Smiles and I was in a room, everybody said that I had like a mean face, like I used to always mug and stuff like that. And now I try to have like a like more positive like look and energy when I walk in the room because I know that like it's more than just me. It's like how to like uplift other people because sometimes somebody can have a really bad day, and just because you walk in that room, like you can really make up somebody's day with a smile or like give them a hug or something like that, or tell them that you're gonna be okay. Because a lot of people, we can tell when somebody's not okay, and a lot of people told me that as well. Like when I was in the back of the room, so I think definitely like when you like in a negative space it's always good to uplift other people if they have like a negative mindset or something like that, or help them out. And yeah,
Oh, let me touch on something before I go. So I would say honestly, Dante saying be comfortable with being uncomfortable. That's where the growth come in. And then we got more saying be the change that you want to see. If you see something negative or going on around you, making sure that you're being a positive person. Even though people try to knock you down, you still making sure that you uplifting people. So I love that. I just wanted to make sure that y'all got those points that they hit on for real. Um, but for me, when I'm feeling like anxious or nervous, like I gotta psych myself out. So like I might gotta light my candles. I might gotta rely on my support system. Sometimes I hit up any one of these people that's on here right now just to make sure that I'm getting calm, or I'm even uplifting them. Like when they having like a time and I can see it, like I'm like on a call with them or something, and they doing something that I'm not used to, like they not smiling or something like that. I'm texting their phone. And they know I'm not playing. I will text that phone. I'm like, yo, smile, yo. What's going on with you today? But honestly, I just rely on my support system. Um, Elder not on here, but I talk to her a lot of the time when I'm not feeling my best. I figure out and had to remind myself that I'm making an impact in the stuff that I do. Like, I might be nervous about going on something, but at the end of the day, I said I was going to do it, so I got to do it. And also think about my brand and my reputation. Like, if I go out here and my energy all low and I'm dry, like they gonna associate Cam with being dry and boring. And you don't want that? No. So I'm gonna come up, I'm gonna show up with all the energy that I can every time that I can. And it's good to just have those affirmations and that reassurance from within yourself so you can just get through whatever you had to get through. Thank you, Kendall. We're gonna go to Finn. Finn, what you got for us?
So I'm gonna say if you uncomfortable or you in that negative situation, you gotta know what things you can do to make yourself feel calm, even if that's listening to music, talking to yourself in your head. So you just gotta find that thing that you can do. So like whenever you're in that situation, throw your headphones in for a little bit, calm down, and get right back in the zone. Another thing you could do is like find a person you could talk to, like Cam said, or like if you're in a room with one of your friends, make sure you can speak to them on however you feeling, just so like you ain't gotta feel uncomfortable in a room that you should feel comfortable in. Know that your voice matters. you feel uncomfortable, just know that everybody in the room voice always matter. So yeah, that's what I was saying, that uncomfortable situation.
Kim, did you have something to say? Okay, so like I was saying, okay, first of all, I'm just gonna say that if I'm in a negative situation, at first I would be the one to respond back negatively. Like, if somebody start fussing with me, I'm fussing back. If somebody say they want to fight, I'm like, okay, let's go. Like, what you trying to do? But now it's like, do I really feel like not even that I'm lazy? Well, I am lazy, but not even like a bad lazy. It's like, do I really feel like fussing with you? Like, that mean I gotta keep switching through apps, typing, then I got autocorrect, and my autocorrect not working. I mean, I gotta go back and rewrite the set. I'm not wasting all that time and energy to fuss with you. I'm not gonna go back and forth with you. You wanna argue, you can argue with yourself. Be a lawyer. I don't care. But you're not arguing with me. That's just that. And like I said at first, I used to be like the butt of the jokes because everybody would think that I'm just so nice and pushovery. And then I started being mean to people, and everybody like, oh, she negative and she got a bad vibe. That's kind of what Cam had thought about me at first because she didn't really know. But everybody be like, oh my gosh, she's so negative. She got a bad vibe. And then once I started like just shutting up and just letting people think whatever, it was like once everybody got to know me outside of wherever we was at, it's like, okay, she cool. I think I can hang with her. But then I started to feel like, why you had to wait until we got away from all these people that you want to be close with me? So if you find yourself in a negative situation and you think that it's you, it's really not. It's really the other people. And like Ma said, you don't know what somebody else is going through, but even then still at the same time, you don't have to direct your negativity towards somebody else because you're mad with the person, with somebody else. Just be mad with that person. Like, if you don't address how you feel from the jump, you're going to continuously like aim your anger at other people. And a lot of people don't understand it, especially like parents. They be mad at one child, everybody getting a beating. Like, what? I didn't even do nothing. I was downstairs folding clothes. That is not how this works. And it's because people don't separate their emotions with the people they mad at. If I'm mad with Cam, I'm not gonna go be like, Dante, I hate you. No, I'm like, hey Cam, when you said this, and this is how I felt. So when I'm in a negative situation, especially if it's because of people, I'm gonna first try to go to like an adult, like my mentor or whatever, so she can like help relieve the stress. If that don't work, I'm going to that person. I'm like, yo, you want to step outside? I need to talk to you real quick. A lot of people would say take step outside like trying to fight, but I'm not doing all that, especially if I just got a fresh set. You're geeking. That's $45 nice dollars. So I'm gonna talk to somebody else first. And yeah, like that's just it. Like, I'm gonna try to negate the situation. I wouldn't even try to talk about it. We just gonna react. We just gonna play it how it go. But no, yeah, just try to like alleviate it by trying to figure out the cause. If that person mad at you or not. If you can tell they not mad at you and they acting like that with everybody, leave them alone. They need to get they need time out. Y'all know what time out is. That's what they need. So yeah.
I love that. Honestly, that kind of ties to my jewelry that I had today with like realigning your energy. If you see that you're putting your energy in something, you're not getting no ROI or return on your investment, invest your energy elsewhere. Like, I know I'm investing my energy into the people that's on the screen. That's why they on here. So, because I always get a return on my investment, they always show up, show out every time that I had them a part of anything, or I ever seen them be a part of anything. So I get a return on my investment. If they was being broke bums, I promise you, no, none of them would be on the screen right now. I'm telling you, no broke bum energy. I'm telling you. Anyways, we gonna move and to read some of these comments. Do anybody got any specific comments that stick out to them?
Yeah, I do. I wanted to go back to Brian. He said, I simply removed myself. I learned to control my anger very well over the years. Who is your therapist? And what are your tips? Because I need help. And then DJ Reacts said, yes, that's exactly how I be feeling. It's not really worth it. That's true. And I'm minding that now. Like, when people be like arguing with me or whatever, or like when people try to like I said, make me the butt of the joke, I really be trying to like ignore it. Even though like my internal thoughts be like, damn, sorry, I didn't mean to curse, but like, did they really mean that? Like it sit on me for a second, and it's okay if you hear somebody say something negative about you, or you the butt of the joke, and it's like, well, y'all trying to joke, or was y'all serious? It's kind of like you try to think about it for real, and that's fine because that's a part of like self reflection. It's like, all right, you made that joke, but what about that joke is true? Because everybody make a joke, but everything ain't funny. So yeah.
I want to say like off of what Jade is saying, like if you're in a negative situation and somebody, try to clown on you or something like that. Sometimes it hurt them more when you just simply ignore them and when you feed back into it. Because when you feed back into it, they know they're getting to you. But when you ignore them, look at them like, you got it. They be like, dang, yo, he not bothered. I'm gonna leave him alone. He not gonna feed into it. I'm saying, just don't give. You gotta figure out what's worth your time and energy. Your time and energy are important and valuable. So figure out what's worth your time and energy, and don't let nothing get to you. And other people will notice, like, all right, yeah, it's not worth messing with him because he's not gonna mess with me back.
Sometimes people like to weigh down on you though. They like to keep going until you break. So you just gotta make sure you're stronger than them. Like way stronger. Because who got time to keep talking about somebody? Like after a while, I'm gonna be laughing with you. I'm like, dang, that's what you think? Like, okay, your informant need a new job and you need one too.
So
Um,
go ahead, more.
and I was just say like it's like a little short story, but like I used to be like in like groups where I've been talked about in front of my face, behind my back and stuff like that. And I'm always the type of person to be kind, um, you know, give you stuff, and make sure I'm a great friend because you know really like I'm just a nice person. So then I asked my grandfather, I'm like, should I stop being nice and start being more mean to people because I'm not getting the energy from other people. Like, why everybody talking down on me? Why everybody, choose me to pick on because I'm too nice? So he said just keep being you. And that's what I like, continue to work on. But sometimes I get that like mean side when somebody keep on like messing with me and like, I can tell, where they're going with this. I'm like, hold up, calm down. Like, yeah, you better step back because, I try to like, calm myself down and I try not to like have everybody, disrupt my energy because, my energy is like very like, high and um I just like, being involved like with other people and working on positive things and talk about positive things, especially when it comes down to my future. So yeah, that's one thing. Like my grandfather told me, just to continue being yourself, and stop making yourself available to everybody. Like Miss Joni had told me, like you are like $1 million, even more than that, $1 billion. Stop making yourself available to these broke bums. Stop making yourself available to these people that don't care about you at all. So yeah, that's all I have to say.
Okay, Mo was feeling good, yo. He got on here. He said he gonna give y'all some wisdom. This a real wisdom Wednesday, yo. This our first one. I'm telling you, if you're ever interested in being a part of one of our sessions, hit us up. I'm gonna read over some more of these comments. So I see Chelsea said, when I feel uncomfortable or feel a negative vibe, I talk to my mom about it before I react to it. Then I find ways to make myself comfortable. But if that doesn't work, I remove myself from the equation. Sometimes it's good just to know when to, relocate your energy. I know you said that Jewel earlier was hitting, so that might be what you was talking about. Kendall said just focus on yourself and do what pleases your heart. Jay said always keep eyes on the prize. Don't let anything distract you from your goals. And a lot of people were saying how they don't feed into negativity. They try to focus on the positive stuff. So y'all hitting it today with the comments. Not gonna lie. We going we gonna let Dante to touch on a quick comment real quick.
All right, so the comment that really just stood out to me, Naija, I hope that's your name. She said, right, I just did the same. I just did that the other day. I had to ignore and block this person. She was posting stuff when sending me. She was posting stuff people were sending me, and I did not care what she was. I did not care. She was not worth it. Like for that, I can relate because it was like, I'm not gonna say the name, I'm gonna just keep it short. But I was going to in-person school. Long story short, this person was making like TikToks about me and my actual best friend. So it was like I wouldn't look at TikTok until somebody sends me her TikTok. I know when a TikTok is about me, or like, cause when a TikTok is me and it's like in the pop up on your For You page, and it's like, oh, if it pop up on my For You page, that TikTok was for me, and you automatically save and be like, yeah, I'm gonna post this on the day or something like that. But it was like I followed her, but I did not see it because TikTok separates it from your following and your For You page or whatever. I had saw it. My best friend sent it to me. She was like, look, I was like, yeah, I know. I saw it. Not once, not twice, not three times, but it was 4 TikToks that was posted about me. And I was like, me being a person I am, because if it was old Dante, I would have been off. but it was like, that's my business TikTok. So I don't want to put my business on the line when it comes to that. So the new me, I contacted her mother or whatever. And it was like, once I did that, her mother like went off on me and everything. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just keep it short and simple, and I'm just block the both of y'all, because it's like, y'all not helping me. Y'all not helping me put my business on my resume. Y'all not helping me focus this or fix this. Like Miss Johnny always told me, she said, there's some little kids, no broke bum energy, and keep it going. So, and that's gonna stick with me for the rest of my life. So yeah.
And nobody should be putting like a negative, impact, have a negative impact on you. Like, you got to be very intentional with the people that you have in your life. Like, it's a lot of positive people in Horse Smiles. That's who we represent today. No broke bum energy. And if any people, or broke bums might need a little help, we assist where we can. But it's all about surrounding yourself with a positive group of people. I'm gonna move on to this next question. I see a lot of people really engaging with what we saying, so let's still keep giving them something that they can talk about. And hey, Tay Bands, I see you on here. What's up? All right. So, as far as like feeling anxious and stuff, I know we touched a little bit on our support system and the people that we rely on when we going through those things. But what support do y'all feel like y'all need? That can be people or things to get y'all comfortable to a new space.
Kim, to answer that question, what support do you need in a process of getting comfortable to a new space? Like, to answer that, I would really say y'all. Like, to be honest, when you first started, I believe I got partnered up with Stinker and Coach Delau. Whatever. I believe I got partnered up with them, and they told me, like, the same that Miss Joni told me, like, be comfortable with the uncomfortable. Like, it's okay. It's okay to be stressed. It's okay to be like, you're not doing like you're great at all times, but it's like, try and focus on the things that you know that you can do. And like with my business and things like that, when that comes in play, like, I instantly got comfortable to people coming in or people saying, oh yeah, I like this. Can I purchase this? I got comfortable with that. I got comfortable with my clientele. I got comfortable with a lot of things. But on the other hand, I have to also get comfortable on people that's like wasting like my energy, like wasting my time, and like, yeah, and things like that. So the support the support is there or whatever. Like, from Jada, me and Jada was on the phone last night, and Jada, like, she told me, like, it's okay to be, Jada was like, it's okay to do this, it's okay to do that. But you also have to think about it, like, people just wasting your time. Don't like, I was telling Jada the same thing, like, don't even interact with people that you know that's going to waste your time. Don't interact with people that you know is not going to help you make your money or help you get to the place where you need to get. So for me, I would definitely say the support from Horse Smiles, that definitely helped me get comfortable with a new space.
Well, real quick before you go, I'm gonna plug in Horse Smiles real quick. So if y'all interested in like conversations like these, discussions like this, we got success sessions on YouTube Live, Horse Smiles on YouTube Live, I believe. It don't have the MD, but search Horse Smiles, it'll be the first thing you see. It'll say success sessions, and join right after this. The session start at 10 o'clock. So go ahead, Maura.
Or you can follow me on Instagram so you can be updated on all the, like, Winning Wednesday, Time and Thursday, Focus Friday. So can somebody drop that like Instagram in the chat or something like that? Because I don't know,
they made a band tomorrow.
Oh, my eyes is clean right now. All right, so first, yeah, the question, have a great support system, y'all. Like Dante said, like, Horse Smiles was his support system. So, I tell people this all the time. Like, it starts with the people you hang around with, like the friends you make, the friends you have around you. It, like, their energy, comes into your space, and whatever energy you put out, like, you gonna get responses. So, I'll just say, like, be around people that's gonna be, helpful, that's gonna, like, care for your future, that's gonna uplift you at your, like, worst moments. Like, it's like sometimes, like, if you're at a talent show, right? you probably have to call a friend or something like that on FaceTime to like, calm you down, or, to get your breathing right and stuff like that before you get on stage and perform in front of everybody else. The support system behind you, they can push you, they can help you succeed, but you gotta allow them to, because a lot of people, they be too nervous to like, let people to help them out because they feel like, they're causing an issue or something like that, or they feeling like it's embarrassing if somebody push you or somebody trying to help you out. But honestly, like, be around those that really like that's really going to support you throughout your tough times, and don't don't give out the energy that's not going to be like, giving back at all. Because if you give out energy, it's really going to be draining when nobody giving the same energy back to you. And I went through that so many times. So yeah.
Oh yeah, Mo. I can kind of relate to that one that you were talking about when you got FaceTime that one friend. Elder never get nervous, but I do be calling her to hype her up. Like, yo, I'm like, Elder, like, I already know all the songs. I'm gonna be on a FaceTime. Jada quit the FaceTime me. We the support system for real. Like, if she got something, we gotta do a quick run through to a store, something like that. We there. Anyway, besides that, I say like with my support, it's really like a mental thing. So like if people can ever like offer me any like reassurance or things like that, like for example, I'm not putting Jamira out there, y'all, but yesterday she had the host. And before the whole thing, we had to have a pep talk. Like, look, this might be your first time hosting, but at the end of the day, you gotta get the job done. You might be nervous about it, you might feel a different way. And she had something bad happen with when Naeem audio was messing up. But I had to just let her know, like, you got this, Mirror. Every time she would say something where she was nervous or something, I'm like, you got this, you got this, you got this, you're gonna kill it. Like everything seemed to be going wrong yesterday behind the scenes. But, having reassurance kind of, makes you feel a little bit more secure with the things that you do, knowing that somebody else got your back. Like, I know if I got something going on, something going wrong, like I can rely on anybody here, anybody in Hush House to be like, look, like, I don't know what to do. Like, you got any advice for me? Or, I need somebody to just kind of make me feel good in a situation I'm doing. I'm doing something I'm not used to. That'll help me out for real, and vice versa. Like, we just there for each other. And with a support system, it should be a lot of mutualism. So if you feel like you helping somebody out a little bit more than they helping you, that might be a little chance to fall back. But making sure that you have a support system where y'all can, support each other. All right, y'all. We're gonna go to Finn, and then when Jada come back, we're gonna go to Jada.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with Cam. Definitely need a support system. That's always good to have. Just cause when you don't got nobody, you got the support system. It's cool. Another thing I wanted to say is, just be confident in yourself when you're in a nervous situation. Like, and if you don't feel confident, do some research or, get some knowledge about the situation you're in so you can feel more confident in that situation. Cause when I'm not confident and, I put myself in, like, do a little bit of research, I'm like, okay, I know what I'm talking about now, I can be more confident what I'm talking about. Or, just know that at the end of this, I'm going home to my bed, and it'll make you feel a little bit better. Like, all right, I'm gonna push through so I can get to that bed later. So just find little things that'll help you get through the moment and, keep you going.
Ma, bring up that comment that you had said. You put in the private comments, but say what you had said so that can help people and kind of give people some examples.
All right, so if you don't got a support system, self affirmations will definitely help out. Tell yourself you got it. Tell yourself that you believe in yourself, that you love yourself. Like I said, self confidence is so important, y'all. And in order to grow, you need that confidence definitely. So if you don't got that friend, or you got fake friends, I would say, or you got people that that don't really support you like that, you have yourself, and you also have God, like somebody said in the comments as well. So just like write down your goals, like do some self affirmations, pray, meditate a lot, because self care is important as well. I know Cam, she will get her pedicure, her nails done and stuff. Dante, you like to light candles up and stuff like that. Dorian, you like to work out. I like to read and practice on my acting skills and stuff like that. So definitely, like, just like work on something that that you feel good about, positive about, and yeah.
Sorry, y'all. I don't know what happened, but I would just say like with like what support I need. If y'all don't know, like I am very, I want to say thoughtful, if that makes sense, like about or intentional about what I do with other people. So like this is really crazy because a lot of people tell me I need to stop spending my money, but if I hear somebody that I'm close to say, "Oh, I like this," I'm gonna go and surprise them and I'm gonna get it and then I'm gonna give it to them. And then when you see that face, it'd be like, "Thank you," and I'd be like, another good deed done and everyone's happy, and it kind of make me feel better because I've always been like a people pleaser. But also like my mentor, when I feel like I don't know, when I'm just not feeling it, I'm gonna call my mentor quick, especially if I'm having like a bad day or whatever, or if I'm not having like a good time of the year or whatever it is. I'm gonna call my mentor. Like Cam said, I do call Elder because Elder always doing something. Like, so I just live my happiness through her. She come back, oh my God, I just did. I'm like, thank Jesus, because I was sad. I needed something. So that just make me feel better. Or like, yo, when I get a Spima from Cam, I be ready to cry. I think I'm ready to cry now. Oh my God, yo. A good surprise smoothie from Chaos Smoothie is a different type of happiness. Like, she's like, I got you a smoothie. I'm like, yes, I got a smoothie. Yo, not playing with me. Like, I really like smoothies a lot. So that's that. Just having people behind you who like are intentional or thoughtful and stuff like that. Especially because you never know what somebody going through. Like, one day I was talking to, I wasn't even on the phone with Cam. Elder was on the phone with Cam, and I was in the same room with Elder. And Cam was talking about this some type of candy or whatever. But Elder wasn't having a good day. So I had went to Giant, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to make Elder a nice, cool little self-care basket, favorite candy, candle. I walked down the aisle, and this candy that Cam was saying she wanted to try. So I'm like, well, put it in the basket. Let's walk on over to checkout because everybody going to be happy today. And just like trying to tune in to what was happy, like what had you happy at first. Trying to figure out like, oh, this is my song, it's nostalgic. This is what I'm gonna listen to. And like Mar was saying, like self-care and stuff. Yo, I had one of my friends' mother say, I don't really see you with your hair out. Girl, this is a 3-day job and I don't get paid. My self-care is my hair or my feet. I really like to get my feet done. I like to have my feet out because it be hot. I don't like my little piggy sweating. That's not cool. So just stuff like that. Self-care, having friends, being intentional to them. So it's like, okay, well, Jada did this for me. I'm gonna do something for her. Like having that give and take. If your energy not being reciprocated, like Cam said, you need to let them go. But having your energy be reciprocated back and forth, it's kind of like a moment. It's like I give Cam her favorite candy, I get a smoothie. Everybody is happy. We working together on a good day of happiness and just keeping it moving like that. And just having people who are there that can bring you out of the negativity. Like my mentor yesterday, I was not having a good day. I was cleaning up after my friend's dog because I'm dog sitting. I end up stepping in the doggy stuff, just not having a good day. And my mentor had called me and she like, I feel like you're off. And I'm like, you need to watch your intuition. Stop. This is not cool. And talking to her kind of helped me like bring it back. Also with my own intuition. Like I used to pray. I used to have these moments where I wouldn't trust my intuition and this stuff would blow up into my face. And I just pray like recently, like, God, please let me come more in touch with my intuition. Please let me like be able to listen to my internal self and them signals when stuff's telling me to do and not to do stuff. Because that protects me from things I really just don't want to happen. And it's been happening more than I've been listening to my intuition. So being able to like trust myself is definitely good on the support. I'm still working on bringing myself up to sadness, but having my intuition is good too. So yeah.
Yeah, and I can personally speak to Jada Grove because once she had said before how I kind of always I thought that she was one of them people that was like negative, to avoid, like no, like don't do it type. But over this time she's been able to really grow. Like she haven't always been this nice, which I still be questioning sometimes. I'm like, Jada, that's what you want to do. But she be doing it. Like she do be very thoughtful in the way that she do stuff. And I appreciate her for that. And a part of being a part of my support system. So she always brings value. Any room that she in, I try to put her on to as much stuff that I can. So yeah, it's good to have people with different qualities and traits all around you because everybody on here got something different to bring. Let's read some of these comments because they've been commenting like crazy. We haven't addressed no comments in a while, so everybody pick like one comment that stuck out to them, and we're going to address that. And we got 12 minutes left, y'all, because I'm definitely getting them success sessions at 10 a.m. So y'all not getting on success sessions at 10 a.m. You're definitely gonna be missing out. And we're gonna try to give y'all the best of our energy for these last 12 minutes. So y'all got any last minute questions? Also put it in the chat. But we're gonna start with Dante. Any comments that stick out to you?
Um, it was Jay. This person said I surprised my father and my grandma out of my kindness of my heart because I have people who gonna have my back. I have faith. I can definitely say congrats to you. For me, like I can't say like me and my father's like relationship isn't like there. I'm not gonna say yet, but it's not there right now. But I can't say it for my grandma passed. Like she always been like that person, like save your money, know how to budget the money, or know how to budget a pen, like a penny or something like that. So when that comes in play, like I could definitely say I could definitely relate.
All right, Mo, you got a comment that stick out to you? I think I know you saying you wanted to stick on touch on a comment.
Yeah. One by my bad, y'all. One by Taylor Brooks. She said I recently had to drop my whole friend group because they were giving off heavy negative vibes, and I wasn't about to deal with that. Man, if you drop those negative friends, don't have them come back in your life at all. Don't keep drinking the same poison, y'all. Because if you let them back in your life, it's gonna keep on happening over and over again. They're not gonna change. Don't expect nothing from them. Like, don't keep on depending on people that ain't gonna do nothing for you. You're not obligated to be nobody's friend at all. And me personally, I learned it myself. But one thing about it, like because this person was negative, I was able to add value into their life. Like I used to send positive affirmations, help them with their goals, have them write things down and stuff like that. And find a friend group that you can read a book together with. Go on a picnic. Go down to Harvard. Go get some readers. Go to the aquarium. Go to a museum. Go to a zoo. Like go on trips. Like find those type of friends that's going to add value and you can have fun with at the same time, but also a learning experience as well. Don't have those friend groups that you're gonna smoke weed with, drink with, go to parties all day long, do negative things, go fight a big group of people. Like don't be around those type of people because it's going to impact you badly and it's going to mess with your mentality, physically and mentally. So yeah, just think about it. Like is this person worth to being friends with? Like is this person are they like supposed to be? Do I see this person in my future? So just think about that.
Um,
Jada, hold up real quick. Mo, you definitely hitting it today because you already got quoted earlier by Naeem, but Chelsea quoting you all like, don't keep drinking that same poison. You definitely hitting it today. So you're definitely doing the thing. Jada, let me hear what you got to say. Let's see what you got.
just about like friendship and stuff, about like negativity. Yo, listen, I know I got a support system and that's cool. But like sometimes I be finding myself looking for people to call and tell about my problems, and I just be scrolling through the contact list, and I end up just exiting out the app and locking my phone. Like, cause who am I really going to go and tell my problems to? And he really going to understand me? And yesterday I had a falling out with one of my friends because I felt like you waited till we get into a group chat to say that I made you feel some type of way when we was literally on the same trip together and you had time. So sometimes it just don't even be like what you be thinking or expecting it to be, because you be like, oh, for lifers, and they don't really be your for lifer. It's like everybody want to have a for lifer, but they really not your for lifer. And even to the people that I'm most closest with, I still feel like sometimes like this is really not my person, but they don't really understand me as deep as they could. So just like to the friendship thing, if you don't understand yourself first, if you're not close with yourself first, if you don't trust yourself first, if you don't love yourself first, sometimes the people who you want not going to be able to love you as much as you want them to. And I'm not saying that you can't find other people to like love you and make you come out your shell, because you can. Because Elder, she be dragging me for anything. She be like, yo, you wasn't even supposed to do that. I'm like, yo, all I did was tell a lady move. She like, you got manners. Like, be trying to get me out my shell. Because let's be clear, even though Cam thought I was a mean person, Cam did not know at the time that I was going through a lot. So I really was just reacting on how things was acted towards me, not just being negative, because I'm really not a negative person. So, like, saying all that to say, like, you always got to be able to figure out more of you. And at first, I wouldn't understand when people are like, oh, you got to know you first. It's because you can't portray your full self until you know exactly what you could bring to the table. Until you know your full potential, you can't show nobody exactly what you want them to see about you. And I'm still working on that. Not saying I got it down, because I don't. But like, people not going to love you as much as you want them to love you until you love yourself that much. Because you're not showing them what you got. Like, that's it.
Yo, Jada, you hitting too. Like, I don't know. Everybody just hitting on good points today. Start with yourself, like Jada said. Like, a lot of times people rely on other people for happiness. And you can't rely on somebody else for happiness, because when the person going, then what? Then you messed up. You can't do nothing. You gotta start being happy, like yourself first, before you go out and reach the other people and expect them to do something that you can't even do yourself. So I'm gonna try to find one good comment. I know there's a lot of good comments on here, but I'm trying to figure out which one I want to say.
Hold on, hold on. I want to touch on what Mud said real fast. You
All
can
right, go
find your
ahead.
comment. I just want to say, you gotta realize who in your life, temporary or permanently. I think he said something like that, but everybody ain't meant to be in your life for forever. So you might get in a situation with them and be like, "Oh, that's cool," but realize they got certain traits you don't want to be around. You gotta realize you gotta know how to let them go slowly. You gotta start distancing yourself, tell them you're not available. Make it know you're not available. Another thing is, you gotta figure out what's worth investing your time in, return on investment. You can't hang with everybody, and everybody don't got your best interest in mind. You know if somebody got your best interest in mind when you stuck in your ways, they'll tell you don't do that, bro. When you about to do something you're not supposed to, even if they're not doing right, they'll tell you don't do that, bro, because you got a head on your shoulders. You got something going for you in the future. You just gotta figure out who got your best interest in mind and really who looking out for you, because everybody really don't got your best interest in mind. A lot of people want to see you fail. You gotta find those people and stick to them. Turn on investment.
Yes,
You gotta
I
make
want
yourself the priority.
that. Oh
Yo,
my God, that one hitting me. That one hitting me. I had to learn that for myself like a week or two ago. I came to a self realization about something or a certain situation, and I wasn't making myself a priority. I'm gonna take accountability for that. And I don't know if people have been following what I've been saying, because I've been posting a lot lately on Instagram. My story be stupid long, but a lot of the posts that I be talking about is like making yourself the priority. A lot of things about pouring into yourself and everything like that. And that's something that's just been touching me lately. Did you have something else you wanted to say?
yeah, to Tay Bands, I'm definitely a Virgo. You know the vibes. But to Taylor, no cap, this is kind of personal, but I still struggle with self-love too. And like, to be honest with you, it's really about who you surround yourself with. Like, at first I was not a girly girl. I would always have my scarf on. I did not get my nails done. My feet was not done. I wouldn't go nowhere. I didn't wear outfits. I didn't post on Instagram. I was really in a real tight shell. And then when I started hanging around Elder, this girl dragging me everywhere. And after a while, I got tired of her looking cute and I look like a bum. So I'm like, all right, you try and play with me and I'm sleeping on myself. Let me get up a little bit. And then I start hanging with Cam and she like, yo, you always getting the same color nails. You got to try something new. And I'm like, the only way I'm be able to try something new is if I keep getting them done. So after a while, it's like, all right, fine. I'm going to start getting my nails done. I'm going to try something new. And then it was like, well, how you going to have your nails done and your feet not done? And then it was like, okay, well, you all outside looking good, nails, toes, eyebrows, hair, all that's cool. But you can't be looking like you can't have sweatpants on and your feet done and tennis shoes. That's wasting a good $52 pedicure. And I paid my $52. So it was kind of like, all right, well, if I'm gonna change this, I gotta change everything else in the line. And then it kind of became more like yo, I don't care what nobody say. I'm that girl. I paid all this money, or I did all this to myself, and whatever you saying and gonna negate that I just spent $152 to look good. So I'm feeling myself, and I don't care what you say. I worked for that money. I spent that money. I can do that. And it's crazy because, like I said, the little group chat I was in, we was like rating each other. This dominant female, I guess she gay. She gave me a 5, and I was like, "Girl, you dumb. You don't know what you're looking at. I'm a masterpiece. You're stupid. Like, put your glasses on, LASIK eye surgery, something. But you don't see what I see, and I'm that girl. And you're lucky to have me in this group chat, let alone talking to you. So just psyching yourself out, like Cam would say, and saying, I'm that girl, no matter what nobody else say, no matter how you look. Because even though I had my hair and my bonnet on, I was still that girl. I'm like, good curls coming soon. Finding that good in the bed. Like, just because I had conditioner in 12 hours ago and I look like a bum, I'm like, but these curls going to be popping. Like, trying to find what's the good in the bed situation. So that could bring out your self-love when you looking at things from a different perspective, as Kim would say, because she swore me up and down I was negative and I needed a change. So,
All right, y'all. I actually wanted to say this before, but it had cleared my mind, whatever. But I would say that don't judge a book by its cover, y'all. Like at first, I know how it is because when I was younger, like I was going through things at home, and I had an attitude like bad, and that's the only thing everybody used to associate with my name. But I know when I seen Jada, that wasn't like I didn't be like empathetic to Jada. Like I was just like, this girl negative, she loud, like I hate it. But then when I started actually talking to Jada, I'm like, okay, well, she got a story. Like, what Gemma and Sid say anything is not what's wrong with you, but what has happened to you. And I was like, that really stuck with me. And I'm like, you kind of allowed it to be like a common thing because I'm like, dang, maybe I shouldn't have judged Jada that soon. Because if I promise you, y'all, if me and Elder wasn't sisters and I didn't see Jada that often, I probably would have just left it with that, kept the little assumption that I had, and kept it pushing. But I'm gonna address this one quick comment, and then we're gonna have to do like maybe 10-second Jules. I know I didn't get to hit everybody, but I think everybody basically talked or addressed something. So Kamori says sometimes cutting negative people off is the best way to go. No one wants to be drowned in negative energy. It's mentally draining and damaging. And honestly, I'm gonna hit y'all with what Ms. Joni said. Elevation requires separation. So a lot of times when you're going within yourself, or you figuring out different ways that you gonna flourish, a lot of times people gonna be negative. They're gonna be envious. They're gonna be jealous. They're gonna be mentally draining you just to knock you off your pivot. But you know what you gotta do? Remove yourself, cut them people off, and keep it pushing. So, y'all, we're going to do the same order for Jules. Dante, I hope you're ready with your Jewel. You up first.
All right, so I'm gonna hit y'all with the same Jewel I hit y'all with on success session if that was on success session. If y'all Jewels is done, I said Jewels. If y'all goals are complete and finished, don't stop there. Continue to always set them Jewels. Keep saying Jewels. Continue to always set them goals. Continue to always aim for the best. So yeah, that's my Jewel.
My job is to stay focused and pay attention. I'm just saying that because a lot of people say, okay, I have goals. I want to work on these goals. I have a future in front of me, but they never like put the work in. Like they pray, they manifest, but never like put the work in. So put the work in everything you say you want to do. Like me personally, I say I'm gonna work out every day, and that's what I do. Even sometimes when I feel lazy and I feel sick and stuff like that, I be working so hard to go work out, finish my goals, read a book, practicing on my acting and stuff like that. So definitely, like work on your goals and stop saying, okay, I'm gonna do it tomorrow, I'm gonna do it next week, I'm gonna do it next month, I'm gonna do it next year. Do it right now.
Oh, y'all hitting with these jewels. Like, we've been dropping jewels this whole session. But I'm going to plug Dorian in right there, y'all. Make sure y'all go get them workout sessions. I've been seeing him post with everybody, working out. A lot of the young men, make sure that y'all actually getting out there, pushing yourself. And he not going to allow you to kind of slip. He not going to allow you to not do nothing, be lazy. He going to push you. So make sure y'all hit him up. I dropped the Instagram in the chat not too long ago. Other than that, I would say make sure that you pour it into yourself because you can't pour it into another person's glass if yours is empty. So make sure that taking that time to do that self-investment, seeing the things that you can improve in, things that you like before you just go out and expect all of these things from different people. And I hope that these jewels right here, these first 3 jewels, these hitting. But we gotta finish this off right with Finn and Jada because their jewels always be bomb. Y'all know they was killing it this whole session. So Finn, then we gonna have Jada.
My jewel is lonely at the top. On your road to success, on your road to getting greatness, it's not always gonna be no company. You gonna have to drop a couple people. You gonna have to realize who should and shouldn't be in your circle. And over time, true colors is definitely gonna start to show. You might think they your mans now, but when you start getting successful, you start getting on that road to success, they're gonna try to weigh you down, they're gonna try to push you to do bad things. So you gotta lock in. You gotta realize it's lonely at the top and on this road to success. You gotta realize who and who don't got you. and yeah.
I would say like you got to be able to roll with the punches. Like as a person, you gonna fall down, you gonna scratch your knees, you gonna hurt your elbows, get a little head bump, whatever. But you gotta be able to get back up and keep going, just rolling with the punches. Because if you let that punch take you out, for what? Like that's pushing you further from the goal that you got set for you. You need to keep yourself pushing. So yeah, just like roll with the punches, and that's gonna make you become stronger when you dealing with stuff that even you didn't expect, and you just keep going, just keep eating it, taking it in, and move it. And I'm not saying you gotta ignore the feelings. You can, I guess, sit on them, think about them, whatever, but don't let them break you down to the point where so now you on the ground, you crying, you hurt, you sad because you done hurt yourself. No, keep walking. Yeah, you in pain. Keep going. You gonna think about them emotions as you walking, and I'm pretty sure as you walk, your thoughts gonna flow like easily. Like they're gonna be, busting. You gonna like, dang, I was sad, but I just found some peroxide and some Neosporin and some band-aids and an ice pack. And now the feelings start to negate, and break away. And it's like, okay, well, I was sad at first because all this happened, and now it's like I'm not as sad anymore. So yeah, just try rolling with your punches.
I don't know, y'all. If y'all ain't start your day good off with this Wisdom Wednesdays that we just dropped, we dropped like, I don't know, maybe like 100 jewels, then I don't know what you did. Everybody should have pulled at least one thing from this session. If anybody that's on here that y'all want to connect with, I'm going to drop the Instagrams in the chat one more time. I see Mo just recently dropped his in there. But I appreciate all of y'all for coming on, engaging with us, tuning in with us, and, just allowing us to share this session with y'all and drop some wisdom. So I love y'all, and I hope y'all have a great day.
See y'all. Hope y'all on Success Sessions. It's right now. See y'all.
See you later. Bye.